Hey guys, it's JL. This is the day before Halloween, but this is going to be the Halloween vlog. Like, it's all going to be one vlog. I just want to rant really quick. So we had this mobile mechanic that we used about a year ago. He fixed some things on the other car that we have that Greg drives, but I don't remember what it was. I'll put it on the screen, whatever he fixed. I just can't remember because I'd have to go through text messages. He fixed stuff on the other car, and then I had him fix the license plate lights in this car because they went out, and then after that one of the back lights went out, so we had him fix that too. And it was weird because he fixed it and then it wasn't working, and so that they came back out and then it was working. It was a really awkward, weird situation. I felt so guilty for having them come back out, but like, it wasn't working and then it was. But anyways, we then reached out to them to have more things fixed on the other car to get it like up and running again, because it was running and then it stopped running, so we had them come out again, or we wanted them to come out again, and they were being real weird about it. They like didn't know when they could come, and they're like, oh, I can come this time, and they're like, I can't come this time, and it's just really annoying. And we needed the car fixed because Greg was starting a new job, so we just went with someone else and we just had the car towed to a regular mechanic. The whole reason we wanted them was because they were mobile, but it was complicated and we needed it fixed, so we just went with the regular mechanic. And I hadn't really reached out to them since, because like, we haven't really needed anything done on the car. I went to get it all changed not too long ago, and that was easy, but they just kind of rubbed me the wrong way with the whole situation. I just thought the response was really weird. And so now one of my front running lights is out. I noticed I want to drop my daughter off at daycare, so I reached out to them. There's two of them. There's like the main guy who like owns the company, and like a second guy who also like handles a lot of the stuff. So I reached out to the second guy because the first guy didn't respond, and I was like, oh, you know, we had this whole conversation. I was like, he was like, do you want to fix both of them? And I was like, yeah, let's just fix both of them in case the other one goes out too. Have the whole conversation, give him my address to my job so I can come and fix it, talked about pricing, talked about him getting the bulb, had like a whole conversation about this whole thing through text. And then all of a sudden he's like, oh, you can just go to AutoZone and they'll replace it for you if you buy the bulbs there, which is cool. I didn't know that, so that's cheaper obviously. But it was weird because it's like, do you not want the business? Do you not want the money? Like, that's a random thing to say when you could have just continued on, because it wasn't going to be that super expensive from them either. So that was weird. And then the main mobile mechanic guy reached out, and he was like, oh, there's like no point of us coming out to do something that's going to take 2 minutes, and like, I'm sure you don't want to pay that $125 fee that we require to come out, and blah 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 blah, it's easy, blah 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 blah. And it was just like rubbing me off the wrong way, because I'm like, for number one, I'm aware it's a really easy thing to do. I just don't know how to do it, and I don't want to do it. I would rather have the convenience of something else doing it. Like, that's not a crazy thing. And then second of all, like, oh, you're basically saying, yeah, you're not worth coming out for, which I think is disrespectful and like unprofessional to say. Because I'm glad for you who's a fucking mechanic that it takes 2 minutes, obviously, because you're a mechanic. It should only take you 2 minutes, just changing a fucking bulb. And then the whole like, I don't know, like the whole thing, I just didn't like the way it was said, and it was just really weird, because I'm like, why did you guys have the sun's ruining everything. Why did you guys have a whole conversation with me about going to get it fixed and meeting up and addresses and pricing for you to turn around and be like, yeah, we're not coming out because it's not worth it, and you charge $125? Like, then why did you waste my time? That would have been nice to know, because then I didn't have time to go anywhere. I don't have time to go anywhere else right now, but it would have been nice to know so I could not expect and depend on you doing it. I had even called Greg and told him all about it and everything like that, and the pricing and all that. And so it's like annoying, because I feel like my time was kind of wasted, and I feel like maybe next time start off with that. Maybe next time start off like, hey, just so you know, we have a $125 minimum to come out, and you know, it'd probably be better off if you did this way. Like, I appreciate them trying to make it cheaper for me, because I think in their eyes they're like, well, we're just trying to help you out, make it cheaper. But to me, it came out like, I don't want to go out there and do that for you. It's not even worth it for me, and like, just go do it somewhere else. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it came off offensive, and it kind of pissed me off. And like, I definitely just don't think I'm going to use them again, because it's the second time they've said and done something that just rubs me the wrong way, and I'm just like, I'll find another mobile mechanic, or I'll stop being a lazy bitch and just drive to a mechanic, because we do have a mechanic we go to that I like a lot. So I'm gonna try the AutoZone thing, because I need the lights fixed. I don't want to drive around with like a non-working light, getting my ass pulled over. But that was just a quick little rant, because that shit really did rub me the wrong way, and I just think that people should learn how to talk a little bit more professionally to people and be a little bit more respectful. So I said that was gonna be my Halloween vlog, but I don't know, because that rant was like 4 minutes long, so now I feel like I should just make this its own short little vlog, and then Halloween can be its own vlog, or Halloween weekend could be its own vlog. So we'll make today a vlog. I decided to grab my dogs and give them back. You hear Sully, bath time. He's like drooling because he's all hyped. He's not hyped now because he's getting a bath. I haven't updated about the mechanics, but I'll do that after work. Here he is in the kennel trying to say hello. He literally busted his head against this thing and broke it. Look at that, broke it. It's supposed to look like this. You're cute. Here, wait, hey, you don't like that? That's like soap. This is like the soap, the medicated soap. Here, wait. Here's someone crying. Alright, it's just me and my coworker left, so it is 4:32. I can leave at 5, so we're just chilling right now. I got the dogs' costumes, they're really cute. You got one whimpering and crying, and one's just like chilling. I'm like, okay, just let me know we can leave, but they both won't leave. But I put them in here because I wanted to clean the kennels they were in, so they were clean, and I put them in here. Hey guys, hello, hello. So really quick, I wanted to sum up what happened with the mechanic. So what happened is that I was talking to the owner, which was the main guy, and I was talking to his like friend who works with him. So essentially, long story short, I was confused. It was the owner who said you can just go to AutoZone, they can fix it for you for free if you buy something. Number one, it's a lie. I googled it, and basically they said like not really. If you're lucky and the person knows how to do it, and they're not doing anything they will, but don't count on it. So number one, that was a lie. Number two, I'm gonna read the messages after that because I started getting confused because I was like I said before earlier, I was like, I don't want to have a whole conversation with me about doing it. So these are the messages between me and the actual owner. All right, so the actual owner was like, go to AutoZone, they'll put a bulb in for you for free when you buy the bulb. And I said, so you're saying to do that instead of using you? And then he said, we do mechanic work. We wouldn't come out to just put headlight bulbs in. That takes 2 minutes to do. Our minimum to come out is $125. I doubt you want to pay that to have some bulbs put in. So again, that rubbed me the wrong way because it's like, I get it. You're a mechanic who does mechanic work. Last time I checked, switching a light is mechanic work, so whatever. And I was like, oh yeah, I figured it'd be easy to be done. I just reached out for the convenience, but it's all good. I understand. Thank you. Because like, it's not that we wouldn't come to do it. I just don't think you would want to pay the fee, but we can definitely do it if you wanted us to. Just trying to save you some money. I said, sorry, it's also messaging the guy you worked with previously, so that's why I got confused. Oh, I think there's two of you, and then he says, yes, my partner. I said, okay, makes sense. He quoted me like 60 plus 45, so he quoted me essentially like around 100. And then he said, he doesn't handle any quotes. I'm the owner, so not sure. And I was like, okay. I said, oh, okay, so is it the 125 the amount separated from how much the service will cost? And they said 125 is for the service plus whatever the bulbs cost. Depending on how many you need, they range from about 15 to 20 a piece for the bulbs. Okay, I understand. If you want to schedule, let me know. Thank you. So like, different price from what I was told from the other guy, and dismissive, and he's acting like I didn't like sit up to meet them. So like I was confused by that. But then I'm messaging the actual guy, and he's telling me how much the bulbs are. He called me. I couldn't answer because I was already at work at the time. Then he says I'm at O'Reilly's, and they're saying it's $42. Plus taxes. Wait, I keep hearing capping. What the fuck is that noise? Like, what? So he tells me it came out to $44.93. I'm on my way. I'll be there in 18 minutes, and then he comes. And so the whole thing was confusing. But what I figured out when the guy got there was that they do work together, but this guy also does work by himself. And so because I contacted him directly, he assumed that I only wanted the work through him. And like he was giving me his own price and his own thing because he's like, me and my partner work in cars together. But since you messaged me, I do, what I mean? Does that make sense? So like basically he wasn't including his partner's prices. It was just a him thing. And I didn't know they were two separate things. I thought they were just always together. But like it worked out. He came out, he fixed my car, he did it for the price he quoted. He was very nice and friendly. I think it's a lot nicer than the owner mechanic guy. I think that guy's very much like, I don't know what we're looking for, like very like straightforward and like almost unfriendly. Like he's professional and all, but you can just tell that I can just read the tone if that makes sense. So I ended up getting it fixed for the other guy. And then it all made sense. I was like, so that's why I was having this whole conversation about doing it. And then I'm being told, oh, well, that's stupid. Like, that's a waste of money. And then the other guy's like, I'm still coming. So, like, it makes sense why it didn't make sense, if that makes sense. So I ended up getting my car fixed. I ended up getting the lights fixed in the car there. I came out. It was all good, all cool, everything all good. Look at the both of them. All freshly clean, smelling good, and sleepy. I completely forgot to record the process, but Greg's job sent him this pumpkin with a bunch of stuff to do, and this candle, and some other stuff. Anyways, me and Cora decorated the pumpkin.
Yep.
Did a good job.
I did the glitter.
She did the glitter. She put them out. She painted it. She did this right here. We both did the stuff on top together. You did a good job. You like your pumpkin? Tomorrow's Halloween. Halloween. Oh, oh, oh.